Hello and welcome to the anime empire. Iron Man rocks, there's no doubt about that. He's a character you just can't get enough of, a character you wish would appear in anything and everything possible. But an anime? Really? Well, this is what happens when East meets West. This is Iron Man. Let's begin. The amount of cliches here is wonderful, my favourite being the 2 days off retirement one that the show begins with. You see, Tony Stark finds 3 worthy individuals to replace him as Iron Man, and even creates a new suit for them called the Iron Man Deal. That's probably a bad idea. Now, I'm no expert on comics and such, but I'm pretty certain that Tony Stark has some strong beliefs concerning giving people such powerful weapons. Never mind the whole giving up on being Iron Man. These replacements must be damn important and awesome to be given.
He's targeting us. What are you doing? Stop!
Dr. Tanaka, what's going on? What just happened?
I still can't fathom really what happened, and everybody kind of looked around. I think the collective was like, what? Why? Where does it serve the story?
Yeah, they did not last long, and nobody seems to give a rat's ass. Especially not when we find out who exactly did the butchering. That's the guy who helped Tony build the first Iron Man suit, and got shot. He died, and the show's not great on explaining how he got over that. Ho Yinsen is part of the baddies who constitute enormous cliché number 2. Now, this is Japan, so who do you think is going to attack Iron Man? Would it be Godzilla? Maybe the Yakuza? No. Instead, we get a group of giant robots using the signs of the Zodiac as code names. A group remarkably called Zodiac.
I am Cancer, warrior of the great Zodiac.
What, did you pick that name out of the supervillain handbook?
Some outlandish names. Some of them sound like stripper names. Some of them just don't even deserve a response.
These guys also bear no affiliation to the other Zodiac group in the Marvel Universe, just in case comic book fans start to get a bit excited there. Apart from Iron Man himself, there aren't any other Marvel connections here. Yet. And maybe her. But not really. Anyway, Zodiac are really hit and miss. Some of them have great detail put into them. Backstories, motivations, ideas that get me excited. But the others, oi, if you blink you miss them and you're not missing much.
Round and round and round he goes. Where he stops, who cares? Here's one cure for cancer.
Puns are the highest form of literature.
Something that really annoys me about this show is that very little occurs. It feels like the plan for the anime was just to have Iron Man fight a random robot each week, and then at the end they chuck in a baddie who didn't really need any of that previous shit to happen. Zodiac are essentially a big distraction so that Stark doesn't notice the real villain, which is a good idea. However, the fact that we see the villain's outline, hear his voice, and that he's a general bastard throughout the entire anime kinda ruins the mystery. He's the guy with villain plastered on his face.
Yes, I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Now, I'm a bit reluctant to discuss the other good guys in the Iron Man anime. It's not that they're bad, they're just meh. This is Nanami Ota, a reporter who does nothing really. She tries to interview him a couple of times and even helps him once or twice by being his chauffeur. But let's just say nobody's cosplaying as this character.
What do you really think?
I'm starting to think your skills might be better applied to another line of work. Like finding a husband.
I volunteer! Totally!
You stay out of this! That's the joke. You suck, McBain!
Then there's Captain Nagato Sakurai, who gets to be the Japanese version of Iron Man named Raman Zero. And he does Nothing, really. He fights Iron Man a couple times, which makes him a whole lot more memorable than a nanny, but again, meh. Finally then there's Dr. Tanaka, the primary love interest in the Iron Man anime.
Go get him, Bob.
You complete me?
And that's all the good guys, all the characters.
Mr. Kawashima!
You alright, Stark?
Look who it is. Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine pops in to say hello. He and Iron Man are apparently buddies. Now, I thought this might have been connected to the Wolverine anime, which is consequentially better in every single way. Story, characters, action. Looks a bit nicer too. But no, he just wanted to say hi.
Go fuck yourself.
One of these things is not like the others.
One of these things doesn't belong.
Can you tell which thing is not like the others by the time we finish our...
Forgetting the latter character, none of the anime measures up to an Iron Man show. The supporting cast is boring, the baddies are bland, and the story could use some work. But there is one saving grace. The protagonist. Iron Man is a great hero. He's smart, resourceful, and quite shiny. The best part of the show is him giving the fingers to the East and doing things his way, which is maybe why the supporting cast sucks. They're really only there for him to bounce off of.
Mr. Stark, are you alright?
I'm fine, Doc. The Earth broke my fall.
Perhaps you've heard the expression, time is money.
No. Humility. That's a tough one. I'm not even sure what it means.
So what did I learn from the Iron Man anime? I am yet to see something with Iron Man in it that I didn't like, even if it's just to see the protagonist alone. Secondary characters and villains need a whole lot more work than this done on them, and while there are emotional twists and turns at the end, it didn't reflect a 3-hour build-up. And cameos in anime work. Iron Man is worth watching if for no other reason than to just be aware of this much better anime, which has a fraction of the cliches. Apart from Orochimaru from Naruto popping up. That's a bit odd. Well, this is the Anime Empire. Thank you for watching.
When he's backed into the corner of uncertainty, he takes the heat to the next degree. He's more than a hero, believe what you see. He's Iron Man.
SpaceMonkeyMafiaStudios.com